Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Thea 2 The Shattering, where we are in a little bit of a harsh position food-wise, as far as surviving this winter goes, but we're gonna come down here, this is the next part of the Lightbringer quest, right? Yeah, the Witch's Hut nearby. Okay, we're gonna do the Witch's Hut thing, we're gonna come over here and trade with the Slavians and hunt near their village, and that's how we'll get through winter, and we'll figure out exactly what we want to do about our town afterward, probably. Let's focus on not starving first. So we have enough movement to get this done. Let's just go ahead and do that. Oh, this isn't the right thing. Okay, well, let's do this anyway. You find a small abandoned house. Most of it is collapsed. You see signs that someone has tried to move the debris to get to something, but their efforts failed. This might not be doable for us. Oh, wow. Okay, I'm surprised that we were able to get a level 3 challenge that easily. Okay, well, we salvage a bunch of equipment, including a wooden mallet that is totally fine. I don't think that that's actually something we're going to use over any of the stuff we currently have. I guess, actually, she's using a one-handed hammer. It's the same speed, and we don't have a spare shield for her? Okay, never mind. We're totally using that. And we got a garbage quality artifact. Oof, 1.0 scaling. And it actually reduces your mental shielding? Wait, that says... It has the green arrow, the go up arrow, but it changes your mental shielding to 92% of what it normally is. Does it actually... Hold on, okay. Alright, you have 2 mental shielding normally. Yep, it sure as hell does reduce mental shielding. That should probably not have the little green "this is a buff" arrow next to it. That's weird. Okay. We're good. We're good. Well, I guess let's head in the direction of... Yeah, that must be it. It's a little awkward. It's further away than I would like. We might just cross the river and talk to the Slavian village this turn. We'll get over there. We'll get this quest moving. Okay, young Gromish probably does not need a ton of wisdom. Strength and intelligence is where we want to go on the rats. On you, on the other hand, we don't so much need the intelligence. Yeah, I guess we'll take the wisdom just because scavengers are naturally a little bit better at gathering and crafting. We want to feed into that. Alright, let's trade with the Slavians, see if they have any food or anything. Visit the food trader. Hold on, is the food trader someone who trades us food, or is the food trader someone to whom we trade food for food? Because I don't have a lot of spare food. Yeah, that's totally what it is. Well, okay, but we could at least expand the number of types of food we have, because we have quite a bit of this stuff and it's pretty valuable. So if we give them, like, let's say, just most of this, then we can buy a couple of other types of food here. We don't have any vegetables. We actually don't have any meat. And we'll take all of this and we'll... you know what? Let's take it easy on the meat, actually. Because we can get our own meat. I do want all of these things that we have a harder time getting. Okay, so we're trading 15 food for 21 food. That's not too bad. And how quickly can we gather meat with all the effects we have running now? Okay, we can gather meat every turn. So we're gonna work our way southward, just making sure to gather frequently. Then you come across a small hamlet, are invited to rest and eat with the family. Oh, this thing. Okay, let's just burn through this real fast. Alright, I do not know if we are in a position where we can fight the Lightbringers here. That is only a difficulty 2 challenge. We're just really bad at purple stuff. I guess we have Mila with a purple shield. Does she have Strength of the Swarm yet? She totally does. Actually, maybe we can do this. Do I want to manually resolve that? You know what? I'll just take that. That's fine. A little bit of purple damage isn't too big a deal. Alright, Destiny bonus for you. For some reason, Chase took a ton of damage. Hard to imagine that I would have had him on the table all that much. Whatever. Okay, that's a useful piece of research material. You run into those things from time to time. And we're probably going to have to ritual our purple health back up, but that's okay. That's something we can probably do. So I think what I'm going to do right now is just trade with them again. They don't have a healer available. This is absolutely not what I meant to click. Well, I mean... Do you want some stone? Because I don't really want to carry this stone. Guess we may as well do this. I'll give them all of this stuff and also as much of this as we have to. You know, we can get some reputation here at least. What I meant to click on was the trade option, although they did give us 16 meat there, which is pretty cool. I want to... Actually, we can't just trade with them, can we? Well, that being the case, I think... Maybe we just ask them if there's anything around that they need doing. Go get the honey from the bees? I could do that. Can we get anywhere near getting both of these at the same time? Not really. We could get both. We could get a thing from each of them in 2 turns. And then, do we have the ability to do the purple ritual? Actually, no, huh? We could use 5 ancient wood. That's not really what I want to use this ancient wood for, but we don't have anything else we could do on the top line. Yeah, and it's pretty important we get this done. I really wish we had 2 more herbs. We could use some of the... Man, I don't want to do this ritual. This ritual is too costly. How bad is the purple health stuff? It's pretty bad. Let's take a turn of not doing it and see how bad the actual health damage to everybody is. You come across the ruins of a small human settlement sheltered within a dark grove. There are no remains of bodies, not even signs of struggle. Instead, it seems as if the people simply left their home. Their material belongings, however, show signs of extreme heat and ash. They are welded together in unnatural ways. You also see pretty lights flickering nearby. The lights are beautiful, enticing. They sing and call to you with their calm and warmth. You are about to take another step forward when a man steps into sight and calls out, "Stop, please! These are Svatelko. They seem nice, but they seek to take you, and we cannot feed them anymore." Okay. So there's an actual story going on here. Obviously, this being the first time we've seen this event, we're going to actually do it. They are the lowest form of the Lightbringers, the force that comes from beneath the earth. I know not what this force is, only that when they came, our exile was done, and we have returned to aid the gods. The Svatelko and their lot will attack you with spirit, so you must plan ahead to strike them first, or be prepared for the spirit fight when they assail you first. Hey, this is advice I could have used a lot earlier in this series. Okay, the Svatelko advanced toward you. Not super pleased about that, given our extremely low overall purple health, but I bet we can... Here, we'll resolve this one manually. I bet we can get through this without taking a lot of extra damage. Just gotta be a little smart, that's all. Okay, so... You have Strength of the Swarm and a reasonable weapon, and your attack is even faster than the Brute Force. So you're gonna be, unfortunately, the one doing all the work here. We really, we don't have any purple health on anybody. It's rough. Alright, well, I was going to play another copy of her right there. Seems a little dangerous now. Let's put it... see, this is complicated a little bit by the fact that their attack is a horizontal splash. And also, it being poison damage is a pretty bad thing. How are we going to deal with this? Okay, who has shielding abilities? Because we definitely do have some shielding. You can summon a Wraith to tank some damage, although we have to be careful how we do it. Is the only person with shielding... Okay, no. He has some too. We can shield off some of the damage. Just need to make sure that I'm not getting hit too hard here. I'm going to put her there. And then we don't really have anybody who could just tank. Yeah, as ever, we're kind of running into the problem of the enemy just being way too fast, very unreasonably fast. And having 25 health is not helping either. Maybe we should have just taken the auto-resolve. Because this is going to be even worse. So we have our wand attack, but we have it on a person that we don't want to wand attack with. We can play a Wraith here. We don't really have anybody who can... I guess you can just stand in front of this. We're going to see the third one of these things get played in a second here. I mean, I'm just going to pass. Let's let them play the third card, figure out where it is. Okay. So that's a normal attack, not a splash. We play the Wraith here to absorb some of this. It doesn't actually help us. Like, it causes us to take more damage. So, maybe we don't play the Wraith at all? Maybe we instead use a Hunter's Mark or something? But I definitely want to put more people on the table. So right now we're going to get hit for... This is going to do like 7 damage. That's going to do 4. It's not really even that bad. Maybe we don't need the shielding. Maybe we can afford to play Chase just as the wand. I think we can. Can I play the Wraith in the back? I cannot. Let's play the Wraith here. This isn't going to increase the amount of damage that any of our normal characters are taking, but the Wraith is going to do like actual damage in purple. And then throw you down here, where you will not eat any additional splash. And then do we have an ability that we want to use? Or I probably don't want to play another person. No, we don't really have any abilities to use. Okay, then I think we're done. I mean, this is lethal damage. We're going to take some serious hits here. I'm going to have to do that ritual, which is a shame. It is very expensive for us at the moment. Oh, I was expecting that attack to target the front row. I don't know why. I thought it would hit the front row instead of that column. The Svitelko dissolve and the man nods. Good, so you are the chosen of the gods, and thus we, the Vol, pledge our service to you. Okay, hey, I think this is the event. This event is related to the new male classes. Who are the Vol? We are what you may regard as witches, only we are men. You see, after Veles gifted magic to the first Viedma and her descendants, he also gifted 6 men with magic. We are descendants of one of them. Okay, how come I haven't heard of you before now? I've been sitting here playing this game for like a month. We were not supposed to be. We were not supposed to be heard of, I guess he means. Kostek was our father. It's just a strangely constructed answer. Not interested in power struggles or grand schemes, he tried living a simple life. Had a wife, and they wanted children badly, but the law forbade this. Only the Viedma's daughters were meant to be gifted. The 6 men were not supposed to pass on their magic, but the 6 were good at breaking laws. Yeah, people generally are. So who banished them? The witches were the ones to complain, the Zerkas were the ones to speak to the gods, and it was by divine decree that we were outlawed. To this day you will not find many Vol, and until recently none would speak of their trade openly, nor teach boys unless we were sure of them. Okay, so what changed? Although Veles is long gone, we heard his whisper in our dreams. We know many may not accept it, but we were called to serve, and we will do so. From now on, if a boy shows talent, we will come to teach him. They will become Gusla if their magic is weak, or Vol if it runs strong. Huh. Okay. So, will he stay with you then? Or basically, is he asking me to temporarily borrow my male child? No, we are few, and I must teach many boys and guide those who are already my students. I will come when needed. Now, beware of the Lightbringers. Remember, when they attack you, they will sting with spirit, so stay vigilant and try to attack first if your mystical power is low. It's good that this is in the game now, like explaining things a little bit to people, because we had this problem early on where it was like, how the hell are we supposed to deal with these Lightbringers? Okay, kid can take mysticism. I think we should actually be able to get that working now. Definitely take bite over brute force, and then for Chase, I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. Okay, so we are now in a pretty desperate place on purple health. We're just going to have to accept this extremely expensive version of this ritual. It's crummy, but What were we going to use the ancient wood for anyway? I'm more upset about the 15 meat than anything. Okay, so let's put you on this, and then pretty much anybody to help you. Anybody except one of the rats. Okay. Let's just stay put, gather meat to cover our losses there, and looks like that was enough purple health to get everybody... Yeah, everybody's back above the health loss threshold at the very least. So the kid has quite a lot of mysticism. I think we're... I was coming in here to check this. Okay, 25 turns, but I think we're pretty likely to actually be able to get one of the new classes now. I wonder why that event didn't fire during the previous game. It was kind of strange. There must be some trigger that we weren't satisfying. Maybe you have to be on the main island after accomplishing certain things, or hard to say. Anyway, we should get to this as soon as it's safe to do it. So, like, what are we? We're gathering meat from both of the things this next turn. Each one of those is only adding about 1 turn worth of food. I mean, we're burning our wood pretty quickly here too, being camped in the winter. Alright, let's sit for 1 more turn. Then we'll get up and head over there. Try to get some stuff done, maybe get some rewards. That's a little bit of a bummer. Okay, well, I think we're definitely better at red challenges right now than we are at purple. So let's just kill this thing with red damage. We should be able to get this, if not actually no damage, at least pretty close to no damage. And in this case, I think it might be a good idea to not play the rat early. Just go to the hammer right away. And I'm just thinking if we're trying to avoid taking damage at all. Yeah, because Nimilla does a ton of damage, and even 3 copies of this guy won't be able to get through her shielding. That was a nice piece of armor we got to start with there. I think I just don't do anything else. We play all 3 copies of her, and just run these dudes over. Okay, later. It's nice to have shielding. Also, apparently these things make noise like they're crows for some reason. And that means I don't get to interact with the... That's annoying. Okay, well. Alright, now let's get this done. I think I would rather have dizziness powder than hurry up. We don't actually get to hit multiple targets with the dizziness powder all that often, so maybe I'm overvaluing it, but the potential upside on that is really high, right? Alright, let's deal with this thing. Ooh. Difficulty 2 red challenge. I bet that means we're going to be seeing dragon bees. Hold on, we'll be back. Let me do this instead. Change my mind. Alright, this certainly looks like a witch's hut. Alright, we got this toad. How did the other demons disappear? The light did it? How sad. Is there a... Okay, we'll do the thing we usually do. We might actually be able to pull off the purple concept challenge here this time. We're going to break this curse. We're going to save the prince. Okay. Yeah, we're just better suited to everything. Okay. The curse breaks and the Kamooch turns into a tall young man with golden fins and gills. It's still kind of weird. Hey man. Ask if he's a prince, tell him the story of the frog and the prince. I mean, we know neither one of those options really leads anywhere interesting. Okay, you're a prince. Ask for a reward. He looks playfully at you. So your story speaks of marriage to the prince, right? Or kissing at least? Yeah, no marriage, but I am willing to give you my lips and more for a night. Is this what happened the last time we took this option? I don't I mean, okay, if somebody in the party is down, I am cool with them doing it. I never could refuse a pretty face. That's what got me into this mess, I suppose. Still, one never learns, it seems. Here's my reward, and fare thee well, my lovely friend. If ever you come by my pond, please visit, and do stay away from the wretched light. Your time together was great, but later you find yourself feeling a bit fishy. Okay, well, that's crummy. And of course it decreases movement. But, okay, Agaka got us some stuff. A crummy artifact. And some jewelry that's actually okay. Yeah, some of this stuff is actually pretty useful. And try to convince him to stay with you. Okay, cool. It's just giving us free stuff. Awesome. Well, that turned out pretty well. It could have gone a lot worse. So, we actually have some jewelry now. We also have a pet that considerably increases gathering, which is great. Let's move the goat over here. And then... So, multicolored weapon block is going to be useful on Mila. She's going to be in front a lot in various challenges due to her Strength of the Swarm. Do we have anybody who has very high destiny? I totally missed. Sort by destiny. There we go. Chase has a 4. That's the best we can do. And right now, he already has a thing that's scaling in purple challenges, but it's less good than this piece of jewelry? I don't know. I guess we'll give it to him. This increases intelligence and wits. If we had a healer, this would be a pretty good move there, I think. I'll give it to the bandit. The wits increase will be nice. Or actually, you know what? If it's increasing attack speed and also intelligence, it should probably go to Magellan, right? Dude has 4 intelligence now and Strength of the Swarm. He'll make good use of that. A 10-point increase in health. I kind of wish that we could give the Kamush to one of the rats. The Chma is what it said in the voiceover text one time, but not any of the other times. I don't know, man. Yeah, a rat would be an ideal place for that. I guess, here, you can have it. You need more health, right? Okay, do we actually want to try this bee thing? How are we doing? We're all pretty full on red health, right? I'm definitely afraid, as you can tell. Just we've had such bad experiences with the dragon bees. So if we wanted to do one of these like prep yourselves for combat type things, we definitely don't have the materials to run any of these. We are a little short on stuff. We haven't really gotten into the good gathering phase yet. It would be nice to make actual friends with the Slavion, and also killing the bees will almost certainly be worth some beetle jelly. I guess let's give it a try. 2 dragon bees. Ouch. You know what? That's an okay outcome. Wow, that might well be better than we could have done ourselves. I guess we have some summonables and stuff. Maybe we would have been okay. Well, if we make friends enough with the Slavion, maybe we can get an extra party member out of them. Alright, Bite. This is Grom, not Magellan. Do we want to make them different? One of them is the Bite Rat and the other one is the Show-Off Rat? That seems reasonable. I guess we don't need a Bite Rat all that badly anymore, though. We're still a little bit soft in yellow challenges, but we have a very powerful physical character. So maybe we don't... you know what? We'll have a Bite Rat. Okay, we do have a real trade option. Let's see what they have. I think we need this, and I wouldn't mind 6 wood that we could burn. Suits of armor, not bad suits of armor either. Oh, interesting. They usually don't have very good stuff. I would love it if we could get these. Wait, how heavy are they? They're too heavy for the rats to wear. That's a shame. This one's not, though. We're not going to be able to get all this off of them. Alright, hold on. Let's figure out what I'm willing to part with. We're not going to be able to do anything with that small amount of ancient wood. Maybe I shouldn't be trading off stuff we could burn. Whatever. We're getting wood in exchange as well. Let's put all of our stuff that it's easy to trade off on the table here. Definitely don't need to keep that or any of this stuff. I think I'm okay parting with all of these gems. And definitely the leather. Definitely this garbage thing. This only has 1.3 scaling. It's hard to imagine we would ever use this. We probably don't need... I'll hold on to the sandstone club, I guess. Do we need another wand? Probably not. So we're actually, like, right on top of this. We were willing to trade off the club. Then we could take like a little something back. It would probably be combustibles. Just keep as much stuff that you can burn as possible. We're not even going to be able to take back one ancient wood, though. So... this, I think, is the move. That's not a bad deal. Alright. Make camp. Get meat. Distribute armor. Can we... okay, we can make that happen every turn, and this happen almost every turn. Okay, so who gets a cool suit of armor? Namilla's armor is a little bit better than these. Okay. Bruisebearer could definitely use some. We really do need to get the rats strengthened up, because I would love it if we could put real armor on them. It'd actually be pretty dangerous if we could. And then this one can go on Agatka, I guess, and then... this is for Grom? Grom does have higher strength, and his bite scales better, I think, because I don't think we took a level of... oh no, okay, they have the same scaling. But Grom's does have a better starting point. Okay, and then a wooden gathering tool for you. Okay. Do we have any research to do? I don't think we've... okay, we have one creature thing. If we were to stay put for 9 turns, we could get that done. I don't know that I want to sit for 9 turns. Although I guess we have fewer things to do. Where's the shack for the Lightbringer thing? Oh, no, sorry, that's not the part of the Lightbringer thing we're on now. Prince was grateful for his release. Yeah, we just have to wait for the alchemist to show up at this point, I believe. So I guess maybe we can just sit around for a while? We're burning our camp fuel too fast. We won't be able to do this all winter. But let's gather food for a little while longer. We're making some good progress on that. We have 7 advancement points. If we stayed put for 5 more turns, we'd get another one. 5 more. You know what? We can do 5 more turns. I'm just gonna stay put, weather the storm here. Discover some underground tunnels. Let's just go in and investigate. See a nest of vipers sprawling inside. I can take some vipers. Feel fairly confident of that. Okay, not as much meat as I was hoping. 23 mushrooms, though. That's very helpful. I think we're early enough in the game where it still makes sense to take luck. And then Mila probably doesn't need any more strength for carrying purposes. So maybe we want to start feeding... I was going to say her mysticism, her destiny or her wisdom, but we don't actually have a choice. I think I am then going to take double strength on her. Alright, let's stay put long enough to get that one creature research done, and then we'll move on. We have plenty of food now. Oh yeah, I absolutely will pay for curse removal. That sounds fine. I think we're going to pay in sandstone mostly, as we usually do. Oh, I should be cooking. That's right, we have some cooking herbs. I forgot about that. We should probably pay in meat rather than in wood. Yeah, let's do a little bit of cooking, because we have, for some reason, not put this recipe in our favorites. It's going to take a minute to get any cooking done, unfortunately. Okay, that helps. Well, I guess let's see if there's anything else they'd like us to do. Bunch of vermin nesting nearby. Alright, I mean, watch how you throw that word around, but okay, we'll have a look. Also a spider lair that we might want to just get rid of. I'm not as afraid of spiders as I am of some of the other types of wildlife. I think we can probably just leave it. Alright, let's just send Magellan in to convince our verminkin to leave. Doesn't need to go in alone. Magellan and Grom could go together. You barge into the nest and throw your weight around. You speak of the gods and threaten the rats with the might of man and divinity. The rats are so convinced by your words that they want you to be their new packmaster. You would lead your own nest, have many baby rats, and bring the word of the gods to the vermin. Yo, I almost wanna do that. What would happen if we did this? We're in a situation here where we can lose a rat character and still have a rat character. Or do not allow your rat friend to leave. Kill the female rat that is clearly the architect of this disaster. I'm really curious what happens if we do this. Alright, Grommash. Go forth. And lead this this party. Wait, Magellan went. Wait a second. Magellan went? Do we don't have a chosen anymore? It actually took my chosen. That's really bad, right? Doesn't that make the quest uncompletable? Okay, I don't ordinarily do this, but I'm pretty sure that we can reload the last autosave. If I save and quit here, I think it's just gonna overwrite it. But I'm gonna crash the game from the task manager. I thought for sure it would take the other rat. Like, why would you be able to lose your chosen? That's... I guess people don't play with a chosen rat all that often. This right here, this is some semi-ethical gamesmanship. I don't know how far back the last autosave is. It's probably not too far back. I don't know that we would lose very much. Even if it was like 20 turns ago, honestly, we wouldn't have lost very much. That's wild, though. That's wild that you can lose your chosen. Dear 4X software developers, consider hiring me for bug testing. I'm really good at finding the issues. Turn 62. I don't know where we were. Hopefully this will be pre-loss of the chosen rat. That would be, because you have to bring the chosen to the tree, not that much further on in the Divine Quest, right? So it's research that I want to look at to see... Okay, it took us back, like, all the way... Oh, no, wait, this is after we finished the first research. Okay, it just made an autosave, like, the turn before. Well, cool. Okay, we lost almost nothing. Completely insane that that's even possible. Alright, ask if anything needs killing. Nope, they don't need anything. Well, then I guess we're done with you. Which means... What do? Well, we can just wander out here and try to gather some more wood. That's probably a thing that needs doing. We could grab the terrain artifact. I mean, we need more wood. Probably what we need to do is come over here, gather wood, and actually build a proper boat if we're going to consider making our idol out of higher tier materials for the first time. And we could do the same thing that I said we probably should have done last time, and found a temporary city, then send out a party to go get the things and bring them back. We have enough people that that's maybe feasible. I'll take that outcome. Bruisebearer lost 2 health. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. We're gonna sit right here so that we can gather lots of wood and also some fruit if we want. Oh hey, and there's a terrain artifact there. Cool. Alright, how do we want to do this? I kind of want to focus on the terrain artifact, and then people can devote themselves to wood gathering. We'll make plenty of wood this way. Not, like, super fast, but we'll get there. So we have enough advancement points that we could make an idol out of a pretty advanced material. Oh hey, it was a source of enchanted leather. And now that we've done that, we can reapportion people a little bit. Let's go like this. Alright, now we're gathering plenty of wood. And it'll only take 15 turns for us to find enough fruit to actually eat. You know, a snowstorm is not the best time to go looking for fruit. We could come over here, actually. You know what? Maybe I'm being silly. Maybe that's exactly what we should do. We should come over here, get the dryad wood, make the boat out of dryad wood. Yeah, that's probably sensible. get a better quality of boat, and then we can, like, right here, we can be gathering dryad wood and hunting at the same time. Silly me. Let's swing over here and grab this first, though. We did gain 24 wood that turn, which is taking care of our problems for a little while. Can put a little bit of work into these. Winter's gonna end in a second here. Okay. So we chose, when we dealt with Zbigniew, we chose the choice that is linked to both magic and turmoil. So if we follow a magical or turmoil-y path here, we should still get full reward. I think I'm going to try to stick to magic. The crow reeks of darkness, kill it. Show that you are no danger to it, or a beast of nature or a harbinger of mystery. So wait, is the crow reeks of darkness attack it the correct choice for magic here? No, this is the one that says servant. Magic and knowledge are this one. Reeks of darkness attack it is turmoil light. Right, that makes sense. Okay, yeah. Reach out and show that I am no danger to it. I wish to communicate. True to your path, even though it is filled with contradictory domains. Listen, I'm very busy. I don't really have time for what the gods are thinking. I seek out the path of magic. I am, by a large margin, the most magical rat. And you can learn to parry or get counterattack. Your perception is very poor, so counterattack feels pretty bad. Parry's also not great. It's just really not a lot of shielding. I guess we get into situations where, like, every little bit of damage matters, right? No, it's gotta be parry. Retaliation for a single point of damage. There's no way. There's no way that's right. Okay, found ourselves a child. A child of totally normal stats. I mean, yeah, that's how they usually are. Also, we've found a stork. Let's take a closer look and help this stork out. I know how to handle animals. We will approach it carefully, speak to it soothingly, try to get it out of the trap without it mauling us. Alright, a stork blessing bestowed upon your kid. Lovely. Actually, a couple of stork blessings. Also, XP. Also, a building has just appeared. It's hard to imagine that we're going to get much use out of outmaneuver, but, like, brute forces. You're never happy to be using brute force. That really sucks. That's exactly the tile I wanted to stand in. Oh no, sorry, it's not. This is the tile I wanted to stand in. This actually would have been a better place, because we have more meat than we have berries, but we can just go around to the other side like we were originally planning. Okay, accept the job of finding his two granddaughters. I wonder what happens if you attack and kill him. Obviously, you'd have to wait quite a bit in order to be able to do that. Wow, it spawned all of that stuff just like right on top of everything that already exists, huh? So, if we make a boat out of dryad wood, you know, I'm not even going to bother making camp here. We'll make camp next turn. And here comes this guy. Alright. We'll look into it. This game we probably are going for a quest victory, so we actually do care about that a little bit more than we did last time. If we were to make a boat out of dryad wood, how good of a boat would it be? Let's say we did this. That's a pretty good boat, actually. Okay, let's do that. So we gotta gather 120 dryad wood. You gain it 10 at a time. That's not so bad. Okay, so we'll get that pretty quickly, and then we'll get this pretty slowly, but we're not in desperate need of more meat. And while we're sitting here waiting, and we got to accumulate a lot of wood. How long until the kid grows up? Well, the new kid is 41 turns. Also, I feel like we're getting to start with a lot of people who have crafting this time. Okay, the kid's just about to grow up. Alright, fingers crossed, everybody. Mysticism, chance, and male. Your child was born with the mark of the mystical. This path is dark and dangerous. Alright, please don't fail the die roll. The young boy must follow the Vole into the depths of the Grey World and resist the temptation of power if they are to re-emerge as your kin. You know, this kid was raised by a goblin. Partially, it takes a village. Hopefully that'll help. We should know a thing or two about the Grey World by now. The boy was not strong enough, but they can serve as a gusla instead. Well, that's a shame. We'll keep trying. Each of our male children we will try. Let's see what a gusla actually is, though. We did get a new class. Some boys never reach the rank of Vole and instead become a gusla, a lesser magic user, focused more on research and rituals than on the raw power of magic. Okay, so that has... it has boosted his mysticism considerably. Is the Dark Knowledge skill, which basically just makes him a goblin. He learned to throw pebbles, which is a terrible skill. Okay, so... nothing spectacular there. The boost to 12 mysticism is definitely meaningful. We get some books going. I'm a little disappointed. That's alright. We'll figure it out. So for now, I think we just hang out. We eat. Discover the remains of an ancient human cemetery, one where burial was clearly the custom. See an unburied body on the ground. We take his stuff. We bury his corpse. We get a little buff. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Actually, now that we have that kid grown up, oh no, he has basically no gathering skill. It doesn't change things at all. So we really do have to gather a huge amount of wood. Okay, a monster shield. That's not bad. Boy, neither one of those are meaningful upgrades. If we... Okay, the Bruisebearer has a one-handed weapon. I know she doesn't really want to have a one-handed weapon. We could swap... We could put Nimila, we have Nimila hold the shield. Swap the two-handed mallet over. That actually might be a good idea. Because as an orc, Bruisebearer is unhappy to have a one-handed weapon in her hands. Yeah, let's do that. I know it's got considerably worse scaling, but Nimila's job is mostly to get in front of damage anyway. So that's got her on 41 shielding, and it's still hitting reasonably hard. Yeah, bandits really are pretty good. It's a good call, people who told me to pay attention to that. So we're only about halfway to the amount of wood we need. Oh hey, a child is brought to you soon after. Right, we have produced an orcish child, a female orcish child even. So we might be able to turn her into a matriarch, maybe. We're certainly going to roll the dice if the option comes up. So I want to gather as much wood as we're going to need. I want to get the boat built. I don't know that we necessarily need to leave right away, and I think we will definitely do some more questing. But I want to get all the wood we're going to need for this right away. And I also am apparently going to fight these spiders. Spiders really are so much less dangerous than a lot of the other types of wildlife. Alright, level up for the rats. So Grom is the strength rat, Magellan is the intelligence rat. We ought to be pretty close here, right? Wait, I totally clicked crafting and just didn't do anything. Okay. We are, in fact, very close. We only need 11 more wood. Alright, let's get the thing done. So it would be a real shame if we pulled a garbage quality sailboat after working with these pretty annoying to get materials. Let's just... 17 turns? Really? Man, not founding a city really sucks. Like, I'm kind of coming around to the idea that the very first thing you should do is found a city and then just, like, send people out. Because we're having to work awfully hard to get anything done without it. It's just a lot of wasted time. We can reapportion our gatherers here so that at least we're not... we're gathering meat a little bit faster. We could do a little bit of cooking. So, like, we want people on meat gathering first. Don't even really need that help. We do want to have some dryad wood still. And then I guess we may as well have the last rat help out with this. Yeah, I guess so. We'll end up with a lot of meat, we'll end up with a lot of wood. We'll be ready to journey when the boat is finished. We could also do a little bit of this. Maybe this is a better use for the rats. Just have them slowly cook grilled meat. Yeah, I think that's fine. I cannot believe how long it's going to take to build this boat. It is really nice to have a proper boat, though. So one more cook of grilled meat, and then we'll be out of herbs, unfortunately. So then at this point, the rats go back to whatever else it was that they were doing. Very slowly gathering wood. 12 more turns of just sitting here. Man. It's worth it, probably. Hey, fellow vermin, how's it going? They give us a gift of some leather they found. That no doubt has been chewed all to hell, because I know how rats are. Come across a small hamlet and see the folk are out in force proceeding with the hanging of a man. Cries of bandit, scoundrel, and bastard fly around aplenty. Alright. Maybe we shouldn't get involved, but sorry, what's going on here? This is Repsic, a known scoundrel. We caught him stealing our coin. We're not rich folk, and this gold will feed us for months, so now he's gonna hang for good. Are they... Listen, are you sure? Yep. The scar he has on his cheek, this is Repsic, alright. In fact, the orcs have a bounty on his head, so we'll get some of that, too. A bounty? You know what? I would love to return him in exchange for that bounty. Here, listen, why don't you let me take this off your hands? We could do a difficulty 2 yellow challenge, right? Probably? Probably. Yeah, probably. Ooh. Victor with serious injuries is definitely worrying. But the fact that this is the outcome makes me nervous about doing it manually as well. Like, I probably won't end up taking much damage in total, more than we took from the auto-resolve here, but it might be distributed less favorably. Then again, we don't know how favorably this one is. It could be that somebody's below the threshold, right? We know they're above 0. You know what? We're not going to get in a bunch of yellow challenges probably anytime soon. I'll just accept it. Alright, you take the prisoner. You thinking of selling me to the orcs now? That was the idea. No man should die for gold. I mean, that's sort of what he was trying to do to them, right? I may rethink the plan if he has something to offer. I'll take you to my stash. Some gold, some gems, not a fortune, but it's all I have. Okay, you're going to the orcs. Just managed to get some rewards, get some XP. And then we mash this button a bunch more times. How many more times? I have no idea. I guess we probably ought to look. Okay, only 3. Wouldn't it be cool if we got a masterwork quality boat out of all this? You are... Really? Does it seem to anybody else... I'm sure it's just confirmation bias, because that's how human brains are, but does it seem to anybody else like we make trash quality items way more frequently than we should? Oh well. This is still more carry weight, or this is still more stuff than we need it to carry. I mean, this says we're over 3,400, but that's including the 1,200 or the 600 weight of the boat. And it's still pretty fast. That just really sucks is all. Okay. I think with that, we want to go forth and get some stuff done. So the quests to deal with the dwarf's granddaughters might be pushing it. And then we also have the cave and the Red Ridge Mountain over here somewhere. Wait, what are all these? 2 of these are for the Smith's Legacy. One of them is the Divine Path. Yeah, one of them is the Red Ridge Camp. And the other one is the thing for the Lightbringers. What is my current step for the Lightbringers? Oh no, that's the Red Ridge Camp. Okay, the Divine Path one is that ruin? Okay, I guess let's go see what's up with that. But we don't have very good gear. We could stop and try to craft something, maybe using that wood. Oh, it's the spider people. We're just passing by. How's our yellow health? It is fine mostly. We have mostly recovered. Cover the wagon, but you spot a lot of blood bones stashed away. I don't know that we're in a position here to do this quest. A difficulty 3 yellow challenge might be too much for us. Then again, we don't know what difficulty 3 actually means. You know, as always, it could be that there's one really dangerous enemy here that we can probably deal with by using our summons to tank it. But it also could be that each of them is pretty good. I think I'm just gonna not get involved this time. So yeah, maybe we want to craft some gear. We could. And we just don't, like, we have garbage material to craft it with. And without the help of a village, our crafting skill is very low. So we're more likely to produce terrible quality stuff. I'm just gonna interact here. Feel the pull of the divine, and as you follow it, you notice a gathering of hooded figures performing a ritual. Okay, do not interfere. The chosen of the young gods, welcome. May I ask how you broke our protection veil? I didn't really. The crow said that you were hanging out here, and I just, you know, I do whatever the crow says. Okay, Nia, Velis, etc. So, we are going to have to defeat them in battle. We would like to do it this way, because this is the most magical way to do it. But there is no universe where we are ready for a difficulty 6 purple challenge, or any other color, frankly. Here, let's see if there's anything they want us to do yet. Ooh, there is. We might be able to get another person out of them, which would be should be handy. Did it spawn? Oh, this one wasn't here before. Okay. And we may as well grab some meat while we're here. Okay. Guide Skullbasher to her kin and ask for training. The right to become a matriarch is rare, and we don't really have great stats on Skullbasher, but hey, let's roll the dice. Hey, what a surprise. No luck. Wow. 6 intelligence, 4 destiny, and 3 wits. That's a pretty good crafter. I mean, it's a pretty good for combat crafter. And you... we could try to make you into a Zerka. That's not too bad. We could also try to push Witch, since we didn't actually end up getting a Vol. We should have somebody who's good at purple challenges. And we could get a Vol later, of course. We're not great at yellow challenges either, though, and they're far more common. Let's try to make her a Zerka or a healer. Whatever seems viable. For right now, it's looking like Zerka. Yeah, I gotta be honest with you. Still don't really have any sense of what we're gonna do about our cosmic seed here. Oh, hey, we got a free point of strength, and also 32 mushrooms and some stuff. Okay, we got some okay stuff. Fair amount of Slavian rep at least. So we have to kind of make a decision here. Do we want to hang around and try to make friends with the Slavian in an attempt to get more people? Or do we want to try to sail out and pick up some better materials with which we can first build a town and then build equipment? Building equipment without having first made the town is totally possible, but would be a very slow and inefficient way to do that. You gather the materials more slowly, and you craft the stuff more slowly, and you're likelier to do a bad job when crafting it. Seems foolish. So, do we want to just chance it? It's never going to get easier than it is right now, right? The longer we wait. Yeah, alright, let's go for it. Make a move to the coast here, get in our boat, sail over and see if there's a place where we can pull some obsidian. I bet we could do a difficulty 2 purple concept challenge. A little bit of destiny for Magellan. Not exactly who I would have preferred it on. How much does Chase need wits? You know, with 13 wisdom, actually he's pretty important to us. And then Voimil here is also going to take some wits. It would be pretty cool if we did not have the same problem that we always have of always getting outsped by all of our enemies. Oh, the boat does still have to bear the weight of the boat. You know, I guess that makes sense when you when you think about it for a moment. Well, do we have anything that we don't need that we just break down? Actually, I think that shield is better than the shield that Numilla is currently using. The sword is okay. Wow, it's so much faster. You know what? I will swap the club for the sword. And we can definitely break down the club. This shield is actually not terrible. Sort of don't want to break it down, but I also 100% for sure need to drop some weight. We don't really even have all that much. Damn it, if this had just come out normal quality. It's very frustrating. I mean, breaking this down is not actually going to get us light enough for it to matter. I guess we just move at the reduced move rate? You know what, if we can get it below 3740, we'll drop a quantum of overweightedness. So we could probably make that happen at least. Yeah, let's just throw away some low-tier crafting materials that we are unlikely to need. We don't need all this leather. Actually, we are shedding quite a bit of weight. Maybe we can get under 34. I don't really want to drop any food or anything that we can burn. We could break down the shield, but it's not going to get us to 3,400. Okay, this is fine, though. We're less than 10% overweight now. So unfortunately, the island's a little awkwardly shaped. If we're probably heading for Orc Island, as we usually are, we're definitely on the wrong side here. Yeah, and man, not being able to place a town quickly also really hurts for, like, your children end up with way worse stats, and so not only are they less likely to become the classes you want, but they grow up into adults with worse stats as well. And then also you are giving up the free XP from the free XP building, like constantly ticking. That helps everybody, including your children, in much the same way. I think the settling late really costs you a lot in terms of overall effectiveness. It doesn't end up mattering too much because the game is very, very easy. Like, relative to the length of the mechanical arc, the game is very easy. You could take extremely poor advantage of almost everything you're offered and still win. And we know that because I've done it on camera. You've all seen me do it. I'm very curious, and people who were more familiar with the development cycle and stuff of the first game, let me know. I'm very curious if the game got harder over time, or if it's just that stuff got kind of added on to the end. Let's definitely go for a Zerka here. Okay, cool. We have successfully made a Zerka. I would have preferred a healer, but we did not get the option to boost intelligence. So this island is a little bit strangely shaped. We might be able to take advantage of that. Let's sail down the coast over here. Just see what it looks like in terms of hostilities. We might actually end up settling over here. My feeling is... Ugh, man. Okay, well, we're way more likely to survive a difficulty 3 red challenge, but neither one of those are very good for us. Okay, rat armor. I like rat armor. My feeling here is that we are here to gather the resources and then leave. I do not think it would be a good idea for us to try to settle here. We just don't have the equipment for... I should probably actually equip that rat armor. We don't have the equipment for fighting the challenges here, so... This is a really bad time for night to fall. Okay, a night demon village is pretty bad. Absolutely not where I wanted that to be. All we have to do is find some obsidian near something that we can eat. We have enough combustibles that we probably do not need to worry about that kind of stuff. But we do need to be able to gather some food. Nope, leave it be. And again, like it's hard to overstate how bad it is that the moment we got into the part of the island we were actually interested in looking at, night fell. Alright, so we have this narrow peninsula right over here that also might be good for our purposes. Let's have a look at that real quick. I just need, like, obsidian by the coast or something. Would totally do. A Lightbringer spawner makes it unlikely that we will want to spend much time in this area. We have enough stuff to burn that we could reasonably break our party apart into two groups. Just burning fuel twice as fast, but I think it would be acceptable. If we could just find a place where one of us can be gathering food while the other one can be nearby gathering obsidian. Alright, really awkward place for an Alpha Clan village, actually. And boy, they sure have a lot of people out. So what we really need to do, if we were to get a little bit of faction with the Alpha Clans, I don't know exactly how much you need. It might be enough to just get to a non-zero positive value. If we made friends with them a little bit, then the wandering parties would no longer attack us, and it would make it a lot safer to do it around here. Unfortunately, that doesn't matter, because there's no obsidian to speak of in this area. I guess it's about to be daytime. We're going to see a little bit better. Maybe we can... Okay, that's almost certain to be obsidian. And there's beetle jelly right there. We're not too far from the Night Demon camp. We might be able to make this work. Oh, I should have gone into... I'm being silly here. I should have gone into camp mode right there. Put our best gatherers on this, and some other people on this one. Unfortunately, since you gather this 5 at a time, you really have to get a lot of rollover in order for it to be enough food to keep us fed. But let's just verify whether this is indeed... It is? Okay. That is indeed obsidian. Certainly interesting. So, it's a real shame that the fish aren't closer to the shore. If we could be parked on the obsidian gathering that while also gathering fish and beetle jelly, this would be totally ideal. Alright, you know what? I'm not 100% sure whether this is the right place to stop and gather or whether we want to, like, buzz off somewhere else. There's still a lot of island to search. So we know there's a Night Demon camp here, an Alpha Clan camp here. We would expect there to be one more Alpha Clan village. I can't remember if the Night Demons usually get 2 or just 1. But it might be the case that, like, this area up here is so far away from all of the cities that it's safe, or that we could check the corner over here. There are probably places where we can gather for a little while in relative safety while we figure out what our actual plan is. For now, though, I think this is where we're going to call it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. We've got one of the new classes under our belt, and we're going to get the second one. I swear to you. So come back next time to see that. It's going to happen. And we'll see you then.